There's no doubt about it. Watches on AliExpress offer some of the best value you could find anywhere. If you're looking for a watch between $50 to $150, there are some amazing options available that are built well, look great, and packed with all the specs we want in a watch. Today, we're going to take a look at 8 watches that are absolute bangers. Don't let the price tags fool you. These are legit watches that will not disappoint. And as always, there are active discount codes on AliExpress. So if you check out any of these watches, make sure to add those extra savings. I'll put all the links and discount codes in the description. First up is the AD2070 from Addiesdive. If you aren't familiar with this brand, you definitely should be. I think they dominate on AliExpress and consistently release great watches. This particular model has a really clean and good-looking everyday feel design that's available in 3 dial colors: blue, green, and black. Each add its own flavor to the look. The little red framing around the date window is a cool touch, and the Addiesdive cursive logo is a great departure from the simple they use on a lot of their watches. The dial layout is super clean, legible, and unique enough to stand out from all the field watches available. Crisp white numerals that pair perfectly with the polished hands and red-tipped seconds hand. The dimensions are great, coming in at 39 by 12 millimeters, with the lug-to-lug at 49. This is excluding the crown, so that will add a little bit to the overall fit. The case is constructed in 316L steel, and there is a lot of overall protection with the screw-down crown, sapphire crystal, and 200 meters of water resistance, or WR. For those that like good lume, this watch includes BGW9 Superluminova, so you'll be good to go in the dark. The crystal sits flat and flush with the brush case, which also includes a bit of circular brushing. Equipped is a brushed 3-link oyster-style bracelet that is very well made and features a fully milled case and polished sides. There's also an anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal, and it's powered by the Seiko NH35 automatic movement. This watch is stacked and looks amazing. The best part is the $57 price. One more Addiesdive, which is an absolute steal and a really cool dive watch. You have 2 options to choose from, either a black or silver bezel. Both looks great and adds to the overall tool watch design. Lots of functionality with the rotating timing bezel and date window. Solid dimensions at 41 by 13 millimeters with a lug-to-lug of 48. Definitely very versatile for a lot of wrists. The specifications are solid, especially for the price. Powering the engine is the Japanese Miyota 2115 Quartz movement, so accuracy will be fantastic, and not needing to wind it like an automatic is definitely convenient. The case is 316L, has a screw-down crown, and a mineral glass with the anti-reflective coating to enhance legibility. There's also plenty of lume thanks to the BGW9. The case has really great shape, nice brushing on top, and polishing on the sides. The coin edge bezel has a familiar design that looks great on any dive watch. Like the previous Addiesdive, this one also uses the brushed 3-link oyster-style bracelet. The WR is 200 meters, and the crown is signed with the brand logo. There's really nothing not to like about this watch, and the $30 price is pretty crazy for a well-made Addiesdive watch. Moving on is a really great everyday style watch from Watchdives, the WD1960S. There are a few customizable options on this one. You could choose either an oyster-style bracelet or a Jubilee style, which will give off either a sportier or elegant look, and you also have 2 different choices of hands and hour markers. There's either the Daphne or pencil. Like the choice of bracelet, each dial and hand option will give the watch a bit more of a sporty or elegant style. Watchdives makes really great watches and have a lot of attention to detail. The watch is powered by the VH31 Mecha Quartz movement, so the seconds hand will have that sweeping motion seen on automatics. There's plenty of protection with 100 meters of WR, a hard-legged crystal, which has been hardened for extra scratch resistance. The dimensions come in at 36 millimeters in diameter, 11.9 millimeters in thickness, and a lug-to-lug distance of 44. I really love the crisp white dial and the overall look of this watch. The layout is clean, the details are spot on, and like all Watchdives, it's built really well. It's priced at $71. Anyone who likes a chronograph will absolutely love the WD16500 from Watchdives. This watch is a spec monster and an incredible value. Starting with the case, it's crafted in 316L stainless steel and perfect dimensions for a chronograph, 39 by 12 with 48 in overall length. If you're thinking how glorious the bezel insert looks, shining bright and black, you'd be right, because it's made of ceramic and engraved nicely with the tachymeter scale. The loom is solid with the go-to BGW9 Super Loom, and there's also a lot of great protection with the sapphire crystal with clear AR coating, 100 meters of WR, and a screw-down crown. The chrono pushers also screw down for added protection. It's available in a silver bezel, which definitely looks super cool and gives off a different look, but that option is not ceramic. Not a huge deal, but worth noting. The 3-link oyster-style bracelet has polished center links and brushed outer links, which not only look great, but pairs well with the brushed and polished case. The little bit of black on the subdials adds just enough contrast to the white dial that helps separate it from the rest of the dial. The hour markers are applied and a bit chunky. The details are done to the T. And for $74, it's a really amazing price for such a great-looking and well-built chrono. Switching gears to a more vintage-inspired design is the Thorn SHY027. The details on this watch are really incredible, and it's packed with all the right specs. The gilt dial with a bit of gold accents looks so cool with the gold hands and gold on the bezel insert. The red triangle loom pip at the 12 ties everything together nicely. There's so much old-school charm, and the rivet-style bracelet is definitely a nice touch. Thorn is up there with the quality leaders on AliExpress, and this watch is a great example. The case is detailed nicely, and the coin edge bezel has really well done cuts and finishing. I also really like the look the crown gives off and how it sticks out ever so slightly. Powering the watch is the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, which features hand winding and tacking. The domed crystal is made of sapphire, and the 316L stainless steel case offers 200 meters of WR. Close up, this watch really shines, and there's plenty of attention to details. The chamfered lugs with that little bit of polished section is always a nice touch and helps elevate the watch. The rest of the case is brushed, as are the tops of the bracelet, while the sides of the links are polished, adding nice dimension. The watch is priced at $114. Keeping a bit of the vintage old-school design is the Thorn SHY033. The hybrid look of an everyday field pilot watch and diver looks great and offers a lot of functionality. The hands, dial, and bezel feature faux patina that is done perfectly, creating that vintage look. This particular model has 2 options available, with or without the Thorn logo, so that's nice for anyone who wants to have a bit more sterile look. The case has really cool design and shape to it, and the crown continues the old school style. There are drilled lug holes that not only make for easier strap changing, but also gives a bit more tool watch aesthetic. The loom is super bright, giving off that classic green hue, and can be seen on the dial, hands, and bezel. It's powered by the automatic NH35 movement, has a hard-legged crystal with an AR coating, and just an overall awesome watch. The dimensions are great, coming in at 40 millimeters in diameter, 13.4 in thickness, and the lug-to-lug is 50. The price is just under $100 at $95. Next are a couple of watches from my absolute favorite brand on Ali, San Martin. First, the SN0054. This watch is such a home run, built incredibly well, and has everything we look for in a nice watch. It's available in a variety of dial colors, so plenty of options. The watch features a classic dive watch design with the GMT multi-time zone functionality. Aside from the different dial colors to pick, there's also applied or printed hour markers to further customize the watch to your specific preferences. The measurements are great for a lot of different wrist sizes at 39 by 12.8 millimeters and a lug-to-lug at 48.5. Inside the 316L stainless steel case is the Seiko NH34 GMT movement. The dial is crisp, perfect layout, and creates a lot of great legibility. The orange accented GMT hands adds a little bit of pop, and the brush bezel with the 24-hour scale looks sporty. Protecting this beauty is a top hat style sapphire crystal with AR coating, a screw-down crown, and 100 meters of WR. For anyone who has tried San Martin watches, know how amazing the quality is, and if you have not yet pulled the trigger, you are definitely missing out. This particular model is priced at $140. Last up is one of the best looking watches on Ali, the San Martin SN0116. There are a lot of options available, from different dial colors to a steel bracelet or NATO strap. I absolutely love the black dial and find it looks perfect with the beads of rice steel bracelet. The little touch of red on the tachymeter scale and chrono hands adds just the right amount of style without being too much. The chrono uses the classic pump style pushers that look so darn cool. I guess you could call it a panda dial with the black on silver. With just the San Martin logo and water resistance amount listed towards the bottom of the dial, it's such a clean look. Powering the watch is the Quartz VK64 movement, which is really accurate. 316L steel case, 100 meters of WR, and bright BGW lume. The measurements are solid as well at 39.5 by 12.2, with the lug-to-lug at 46.5. Although I do love the black, these colorful options look really awesome. They're done well and give the watch a lot of character. This is the most expensive watch we'll look at today, but for $179, you definitely get a lot of watch for the money. Well, there you have it. 8 really stylish and well-built watches that each offer their own unique personality and design. Let me know which one is your favorite, and if you own any of these particular watches, what your experiences have been. As always, thanks for watching.